Do you actually want the link?
Yeah, 100% I want the link. What do you mean?
Okay, let me copy it.
Tom, I think your account's been hacked.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the 33% Majority, a talk show where you'll find three friends fighting for their 15 minutes of fame. I'm your host, alleged mass murderer Alex Springthorpe.
I think you'll find I am your host, alleged Alex Wrangler, Ashley Hall.
No, I think you'll find I'm the host, a horrible hybrid being of all three hosts from an alternate universe, Tashlix Hall Chinthorpe.
I love that.
Yeah, it feels weird being all of us.
We are legion and we are many.
Yeah, okay, sure. That is what they call us over there. We've just sort of syndicated all the podcasts. I just wanted to kick off by saying the three of us missed like a massive milestone in 33% majority history. Just quickly, how many weeks are there in a year?
52.
53?
I thought there was 52.
I win this round.
And we do a podcast a week.
Yep.
As of episode 26, we've been podcasting for 6 whole months, and we did nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, we did. Hey, no, we didn't. Is that a bit like,
very little.
You know when you were younger and you were in a relationship though, and you'd like celebrate your 1 month anniversary and then your 6 month. And
yeah, our 6 month anniversary.
Yeah, was it a bit like that?
Oh my god, babe,
Yeah.
we made it 6 months. Happy anniversary,
I just wanted to
babes.
highlight that we sort of goofed on ourselves and missed that one, which is a shame. But yeah.
6 months is a while. How long are we doing this for?
I was thinking 6 months.
Oh. All right then. Thanks so much for watching. No, listening, ladies and gentlemen. We will not see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
It's been great. Bye.
Usually we do anecdotes here, but mine's awful, so I don't want to go first.
Okay, Ash.
I have an anecdote.
Yeah, go.
So I went to the shop yesterday, right? I did all the things you meant to do. I put my mask on. I went into the shop. I had a brief meander around, and I bought an onion and a carrot, some noodle stuff, and some spices and shit.
Okay.
Now, I am cycling home. I get home, and then I put the shopping away, and I go out for a bike ride with my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
I get a text from the bee's knees while I'm out. Hey, you forgot the carrot. Now, I know I didn't. I bought a carrot. No, I know I didn't forget to buy the carrot. I know I didn't. So I text back.
The man knows when you buy a carrot, you fucking know about it.
Listen, you only buy a carrot once in a lifetime, okay? And I never forget it.
When you mean it.
Yeah, well, when you're emotionally ready for it, and I was. So I picked the carrot up, put it in my shopping bag, took it home, put it in the fridge, put it in the bottom drawer of the fridge. I know I did. So I get a text, there's no carrot. I replied, yes, there is. It's massive and in the bottom of the fridge. You couldn't miss it. This thing was like fucking King Kong's finger after a spray tan. It was a big carrot. So I get home from my bike ride with my little brother, and the bee's knees is like, I couldn't find that carrot. So I went looking for it and had like a full 15-minute breakdown. I know I bought the fucking carrot, and the bee's knees isn't a very good liar, so she was like, I haven't seen the carrot, and I believed her. I'm like, fucking, there's no mischief there. I know I bought the carrot. I know I put the carrot in the fridge, and it hasn't turned up, and I'm fucking outraged. This isn't comedy.
So there's no conclusion to this. Sorry, I was expecting a climax.
No conclusion,
you
mate.
still haven't found the carrot.
67p I'm never getting back.
Wow, a mystery carrot on the loose.
See, usually what happens, Ash, magicians make rabbits disappear, not the things they eat. So it's impressive that you've managed to do that accidentally.
Maybe there's a rogue magician's rabbit.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe. Yeah, exactly.
Disappearing, reappearing in the fridge, takes a carrot, disappears again. How would you know it's the perfect crime?
Ash, you've got to try it with more things. Maybe your fridge is interdimensional.
Start putting notes in there. If found, please call. All my Tupperware's got dog tags on it.
It's linking to the universe that I came from, Tashlix.
Tom, can you check... Well, sorry, the Tom hybrid that is the three of us. Can you check Ash's fridge for me, please?
Yeah, hold on. Fuck, there's an orange dildo in here.
It's a carrot. Tom, it's a carrot. Tom, I promise it's a carrot.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Not that big, it's not.
Seriously, this carrot, it had 2 large knobbles on it. It wasn't a perfect carrot, but it was big, and I was like, you'll be perfect. And I
think that's all down to social media ruining children's expectations of what a normal carrot should look like. Carrots come in all shapes and sizes. Every carrot is perfect.
That's the message we're trying to sell here. The morale of this story is that all carrots are good.
The Mayrile of the story.
Yeah, that's my anecdote, guys. I lost a fucking carrot, and I'm still upset about it.
Still beat up about it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Tom, I'm still not ready to share my anecdote. Have you got one?
Yeah, I've got one. Yesterday afternoon, Post Malone and The Weeknd released a new song from, I believe it's Post Malone's upcoming 4th studio album. And I listened to it yesterday in the afternoon when it was released. And I really liked it. Really liked it. A lot. And so I've listened to it on repeat all day today and yesterday from when it came out, and it's all I can think about, and it's all I can listen to. And if you were to tell me to play some music right now, that would be the only thing I want to play. And I've always I've experienced liking a song where you want to play it a lot before, but not to this extent, and I feel ill.
Oh.
Right, it's in there.
What's the song called?
It's called Right Now. One Right Now.
So, like, if you wanted to listen to it, when would you like to listen to it?
Right
Ah,
now.
see what you did there. Classy fucking move,
Wow.
that, playing the song title name joke. That's
That's good humour. That's upper class humour.
That's
Hey,
the upper crust.
Thanks.
Did I buy you enough time, Alex? Are you ready now?
It's a bad one.
I can talk about my carrot for 5 more minutes if you want.
No, it's fine.
I think I am ready. I just need everybody to know that I was a victim in this. And I don't...
Okay.
Just please don't think ill of me. So, t'other day, I got home and Beth was like, right, whip your jeans off because it's wash day and those jeans are yucky jeans and they need to go for a wash. So I did. I went to the lounge, I sat down, I was just chilling in my undies. It's my house. I pay for it. I can wear what I want to wear, whatever room I want to wear it in. And we've got like a really chunky, thick knit blanket. It's nice. It's got a good weight to it. But it, when I say chunky, thick knit, it means it's got like holes in it almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to describe. It's a luxurious, high-end, nice blanket. And my cat is terrified of this thing because she walks across it and her little cat hands fall through the holes.
Right.
So to traverse the thick knit, chunky, luxurious blanket, she deploys the cat knives in her hands, the claws.
To get some traction.
Exactly. 4-wheel drive, low range. She slipped a little bit as she was walking across the sofa towards me. She slipped a bit and it gave her a big spook. So she decided to zoom away from the danger towards me, her loving father. And as she ran across me,
Deep breaths.
her claw went in my urethra.
No.
Nice. See, this is why I wear a turtleneck.
Oh, yuck.
Ash, you've got constant protection.
Yeah, you can't put anything in my in the end of my penis without warning me first.
I'm so pissed off that mine was stolen.
So if
now.
I wasn't circumcised, I wouldn't have fallen foul to this heinous act.
No.
Well, let me just say that I can't remember the last time anything put a claw in my urethra.
It's a very strange place to have a wound.
I would imagine.
I've had a cut on like the underside of my penis, which wasn't a great time for anybody involved because you can't think without something going out of nowhere. You know what I mean? You'd be in a conversation.
That sounds so terrible, Ashley. Imagine having 12 of them and a huge incision after having your foreskin removed and...
Hang on, were you an adult when they took your foreskin?
I was old enough to fucking remember it, Ashley. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it was an adult. Ash, imagine at any age someone took some penis from you.
I've had times where it's felt like somebody's taken penis from me.
Hey.
Just those...
Right, we'll get on to the show just momentarily. One last minor anecdote is I was 7 when a doctor did it to me.
I was about 7. I was about 7 or 8.
And they don't let you go home until you've
Pissed.
used the toilet.
That's
Yes.
horrific.
And I went for my piss, and I saw my mutilated wanger for the first time and instantly passed out.
Yeah.
No!
fainted.
Alex, something
I
so
feel so
similar happened to
terrible
me.
for you.
Something so similar happened to me. So they put me to sleep to take my Johnson away. When I went
Yeah,
for,
they did. Yeah,
when
same.
I went for my penis off surgery, they put me to sleep, and they put me to sleep with gas rather than an injection, I guess.
Gas.
Okay.
And when I woke up, the nice nurse lady that took my penis away said to me, "You're gonna feel really queasy and really woozy, and that's only going to be made worse by the fact that your penis is going to look very different to what it once did." And I said,
Yep.
haha, yeah, I'm going to be fine because I'm a big, strong, big, strapping, strong boy, even though I'm missing parts of my dick now. And I had a look at my little Tommy Wanger, and I know it made me sad. It was like it wasn't my favourite experience ever.
It's upsetting to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just different because I hadn't actually seen that part of me before, hence the surgery. So my dad said, "How you feeling?" I said, "I feel fine, Dad. My penis looks a bit weird, but it's all good." He said, "Do you want to get up and we can go home?"
Should we go for some onion rings?
And I said, yeah, it sounds really good, please. I'd probably like a cheeseburger from McDonald's. And I stood up, and my legs said, "No, you don't need to use us at all, do you? No." And I just
Well, they probably thought they were next.
I just hit the floor, and I was.
See what happened to that poor chap.
Yeah, he
eh?
was the shortest of us, and he got it. We're next. We are. Fuck.
I think you mean the
No one
longest.
move, and he won't know we're here.
His vision's based on movement.
Yeah, it's like a T-Rex. But yeah, so I just folded like a deck chair in the hospital with my wanger just on full show. It was great.
This week's episode sponsored by circumcisions. Feels good to be able to do a piss out of it.
I can still do pisses out of mine. I've got my foreskin. What's going on?
Yeah, mine was rubbish though. They gave me a rubbish one.
You were last in line for foreskins.
We've only got this one left. Sorry, mate. Make do.
Sorry, dude. This it's a bit of a tight fit, but you'll be right.
It'll grow into you.
You know when you have some leftover food and you get some cling film,
Yep.
and
I don't know where this is going.
you want to wrap
I don't like any of this.
cling film like round the bowl to keep it fresh because you're gonna like put it in the fridge or something. You know when you do it far too tight and then it's really difficult to get it off afterwards, like when you want to reheat
It's far
it.
too difficult to piss on your leftovers.
No, I was going down the route of like that was why I went to go see Dr. Cockoff because God just wrapped mine up too tightly. I just couldn't get that dang thing off.
Dr. Cockoff loves pass the parcel. Thanks, Doctor Who did Cockoff.
Dear.
Yeah, so that's what it's like having a penis sometime.
Are we?
Are we?
Are we?
Are we?
We could though. Yeah.
Existential crisis, are we?
What is a podcast?
What is it to be a podcast?
To be or not
I
to
podcast, therefore I am. Alex, are you there? Are you having like an existential crisis?
Yeah, no. I had to just switch from my main router to the extension just so I could receive you in high fidelity. I'm sorry, I just dipped out.
So
momentarily.
posh that you have two sources of Wi-Fi.
I mean, you're not gonna like this, Ashley. I've actually got 3. Got one that I use day to day, one that I use during the weekends, and then one that I holiday in over the winter months with my family. Paid for by you, the taxpayer.
Should we do podcast?
we should do a podcast.
Yes, Thomas. Let us now do a podcast.
Let us to podcast.
Whose turn is it? Did we decide that?
It's you.
I thought it was yours.
Yeah, that's typically the case. You know, when you're wondering when it's time to do something, it's typically because it's
You know, if you're the only
they're
one that
waiting on
hasn't
you.
stepped back.
So, I've been thinking, right, backtrack. I'm having a boy. A boy is happening. A sweet baby son. And it makes you think about things in life and kind of what's it all for. And I've been thinking about, like, what am I leaving behind? What's my legacy for this sweet, succulent Springthorpe son? I was thinking obviously there'll be the podcast and, that. I mean, obvious, put that to one side for obvious reasons. I want something really impressive that my son, he'll know this about me and he'll always be proud. So I've been looking at world records.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if I could set a world record.
Okay.
For forever. We'll go on. It'll just have my name tied to it. And he'll know it's his dad.
Okay,
He'll be proud of me.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I've been researching some world records. I can give you some source material, but I was hoping we could maybe brainstorm and come up with a world record I could break.
Let's go.
So first and foremost, we know you can lift anything, but only once. So do we put you in for a powerlifting record and don't warn them that you're nuclear powered?
It's a bloody good shout, isn't it?
Yeah, you turn up.
You know in The Incredible... Right, guys, are you ready? Fucking movie reference.
Jesus.
You know in The Incredibles, when all Dash wants to do is do racing, all he wants to do is run very good, but he's
just
got
wants to be
superpower,
speed.
and then at the end... And then at the end, Dad Credible is like, no, slow down. Go a bit faster. Not that much. Come on, slow it back down. But you guys could do that from the sidelines as I lift Earth off its axis.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have me and Tom stood at the sidelines, and we're like, "Don't use your full power, Alex." And then when you inevitably fail to lift the world record for like heaviest thing lifted, we can be like, "Oh, it's because he was holding back," and then they'll probably give it you out of niceness because they'll believe me and Tom. We're very honest. We've got very honest.
Because they're
faces.
generous like that.
Yeah, well, they'll be like, "Oh, it's a world record that some person's trained their entire existence for. Let's give it to these three these three people that have just lived the joke. Hi, we want to steal a record. The last guy that got it spent 25 years lifting."
Do you think the three of us could lift the same amount as the person that did the world record?
No.
Really?
Together, yes.
Yeah, like a combined three of us effort.
Well, first of all, let's find the record. Let's check this out. What is the heaviest thing?
Someone Googling.
I'm Googling, don't worry.
I do have some example records that I do want to run through, by the way, so we'll get to those in a sec. But this is...
Fire yours off whilst I'm finding
No,
out.
no. Ashley,
bench press.
Ashley, this is such important information that's coming to light. I wouldn't interrupt the
We
flow.
can't go on without it, yeah.
So, the 501 kilograms. Ooh.
Half a ton?
Yeah.
I could lift
Is
half a
it?
ton.
I don't think that's the fucking... This is a deadlift, by the way, lifting it over your head.
A deadlift is not that, Ash.
A deadlift
sorry.
is just where you pick a thing
a
up,
deadlift
isn't
is
it?
not that. I don't fucking know, do I?
A deadlift is quite literally just making the thing not be on the ground anymore.
Half a ton.
Sean, the Olympian, used to listen. I'm sorry.
Alex, before you run through your list, I've just come up with like an achievable one that I reckon we could do like now, right? Not now. When I say now, like I mean we could do it whenever we wanted to.
I'm doing it now. Tell me, Tom.
What's one thing that the three of us can relatively competently do?
Skate.
No, not that one.
Come.
We can all come.
Yeah, we can do that, but we're doing it right
Talking.
now, and it's not coming.
No, it is. No, it's... Hey, it is.
Okay, alongside coming, we're doing it right now.
Is it, Tom? Is it podcasting?
Well done, congratulations, Alex. Why don't we just do the world's longest podcast?
What is the world's longest podcast, though?
Oh,
a
well,
24-hour...
World's longest
Mm.
podcast. Whoopah! I'm Mike Russell. 36 hours. We can beat that.
How many?
36 hours.
36 hours
I
is
reckon
longer
if
than we have currently podcasted for.
That's true.
Our podcasts are an hour long each.
Yeah, no, what we do is we just go round one of our houses and just hang out for 36 and a half hours.
I reckon what we do is we take shifts having naps so that two of us are always awake, and I reckon that we have multiple segments planned, along with maybe like watching a movie and commenting on it and maybe playing a video game, and I reckon we could so very easily beat 36
So what we do
hours.
then is we start planning for this. Alex, I think this is Tom and Alex, this is a great idea. We just book 4 days off between us.
I
and
was
just
all
fucking do
set
it.
for doing it right now, but I have got work in the morning, so now
I've got
today's not
their
good.
first day at new job tomorrow.
Yeah, today's not a good day for
Yeah,
us.
it's probably not a great one for me. However, now that we've said it and thought about it, I actually reckon I'm setting my New Year's resolution now, Alex, that we are going to get you a Guinness World Record by doing together the world's longest podcast, so that your boy's son can have a Guinness World Record certificate to remember you by when you are but ashes.
No,
He won't ever be mine.
he won't. No, I wouldn't want to be his.
What?
But I think that's a tremendous idea. Who is the current record holder?
So the current world record holder for 36 hours is Mike Russell, co-founder of UK
Fuck
Podcasters
you, Mike
Community.
Russell.
Mike Russell, prepare
Mike
your
Russell,
fucking
I'm coming
anus.
for you.
Mark Russell, we're all going to come in for you.
Is it Mark or Mike? I've already forgotten his name.
Fuck, I've already forgotten. Yeah, that's right, Mike. You're forgettable.
Mr. Russell.
It's Mike. Oh, he released them in hour segments and has guests for like every fucking hour. That's cheating.
That's cheating.
That doesn't count.
That's not. No, yeah, that's not. No, that isn't how it works. No,
So, I mean, this
for us.
technically, by those same standards, could very well be just the world's longest podcast, because that
we
that
just play
attempt
it
is
in lines.
invalid.
exactly. That's so stupid because it doesn't prove that he did it for 36 consecutive hours, does it?
Well, I assume he live streamed it.
Boring.
Now that we've got it in the bag, honestly, I was expecting to do this segment the other way around. I was expecting to give you some examples of some records, and then we settle on what the record is. But hey, what you guys did is I threw a very soft ball. You got your baseball bats, and you just knocked it all the way out of my park. And you've done a tremendous effort.
So now that we've got that one in the bag, are we going to go for like all of them then? Are we just going to go through the world record book together?
I mean, these are just some records that I have collated, and I think what the premise is I will tell you what the record is, and you tell me why it's a record. So this one, for example, I am looking currently at a picture of a man who has got an apple held in his mouth, and in his hands he has a chainsaw, and he's using the chainsaw to cut the apple that he's holding in his mouth. And the record is most apples held in own mouth and cut by chainsaw in 1 minute. How many apples do you think this man done a cut with, using his teeth to hold them with?
12.
I was about to say 12. It's got to be 12, hasn't it? Or like 15. One every 2 seconds. 15.
Okay, I mean,
Fuck. Yeah, one every 4 seconds. My bad. I can't do math.
Ash, if you sounded so confident there. I mean, this gentleman, he only managed to do 8.
Oh shit. Point, Tom.
Pathetic. So if you wanted to give it a go, you sounded confident.
Tom could do it. I don't want to do it.
No. I've got poor spatial reasoning. No, I would make a hash of that. A hash of my mouth.
We do it as a trio.
Really?
I'll hold the apples in my mouth. Tom, you can put the apples in and out of my mouth. And Alex, you can swing the chainsaw.
No problem
As a
whatsoever.
trio,
if
we'll
there's a
smash it.
job you can trust me to do, it's operate a chainsaw near a face.
Well, that's like the only way to do it naturally, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I am a man of extreme dexterity, skill, tenacity. I have a hunger for success, Ashley.
I have a hunger for chainsaw that only my friend Alex can satisfy.
How exciting.
Okay, go on. Give us another one.
Feed us more world record.
Guys, what do you think the longest distance... What a weird phrasing on the world record. Weird phrasing on the world record. What do you think the longest distance a table has been carried using only the mouth? Specifically the teeth. All 4 legs of this table are off the ground.
A mile.
What table is it? Is it a wooden table or is it a
mile.
plastic table? What kind of table is it?
Blah 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 blah. It's a 26-pound table.
A mile.
And a 110-pound woman was sat on it.
What?
Oh my god! So 136 £.
Yep.
A mile.
Okay. In British, in kilograms, that's 61. That's my weight, 61 kilogram. That's how much I
far?
weigh. He carried me in his mouth for however far he carried me. Quarter of a mile.
A mile.
So you guys, you're just looking at these record attempts and going, fucking cowards. These world record holding cowards. These digits are nothing. Because this chap was only able to do it for a measly 38 feet.
Oh,
So-
fucking hell. Disgusting.
We've got
It's nothing.
We've got the NHS. Why don't we just do some daft records that involve mutilating our
Yeah,
bodies?
we get free healthcare. Let's just fucking do it. Send it. What's the worst that's
Brilliant.
going to happen? A couple of months off work.
Okay, I've got one. Who's got the biggest wanger out of the three of us?
I've seen Alex's, and floppy, it's about the same size as mine.
I've seen both of yours, and I think I would have to say you, Thomas.
That makes sense.
Thanks. Okay, so what we could do is the most amount of marshmallows squished with a flaccid penis, but it's you or Ash operating the penis smashing.
That's the flaccid penis.
Yeah, exactly.
Whilst recording the longest episode of a podcast.
I've got it. Alex, you've just struck gold. How about we do a fucking 40-hour podcast, and in that 40-hour podcast, we also break other world records or create new ones? Yeah, marshmallow smashing.
Here's one we could do.
Doing the 40-minute.
You've got dogs.
Go on.
What do you think the fastest 100-meter skateboard by a dog is?
By like speed.
A dog got on a skateboard and pushed himself for 100 meters. How quickly could he do it?
2 minutes.
3.5.
19.65 seconds. And I think if correctly motivated, Joey could smash that record.
Okay.
How are you going to get him to stay on a skateboard? He can barely walk. He's thick as pig shit.
Exactly. He's thick as pig shit, so he's not going to get distracted by anything.
Or he'll be distracted by everything.
The studio audience probably won't help, no.
No, very true. If anybody's got any meaty
it.
treats on their person, that'll certainly throw him off his game.
Well, he does get stage anxiety as well, so all those people.
Yeah, bless him. But like, I reckon we could do some really fucking dumb ones. Like, Alex, how many tomato ketchup packets do you think you could punch open in a minute?
And Ashley, how many tomato ketchup packets punched open do you think you could catch in your mouth? And we can do a 2-for-1.
What? So you have to punch it and then throw it, and then I have to catch it.
So many cum shots of ketchup.
No, I'd have to punch it in such a way that it hits the back of Ashley's esophagus.
You didn't need to hit the back of my throat with it. That's just not very polite.
Actually, it's a world record. It's about speed and power.
No, you want to come on? You just come on the end of my tongue with that tomato ketchup. Don't throat me. I'm a lady.
Sorry, Ashley, I really should treat you with more respect, shouldn't I? When I'm punching ketchup into your mouth.
I've not got. My eyeshadow's not running. I'm not being paid for the experience. This is a lover's embrace.
I've got time for one final world record. It's more of an honourable mention that is very much aimed at you, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Most victory royales in Fortnite.
Haven't I already? Is the
using a quad stick mouth operated joystick, no hands. A quadriplegic set this world record using a state of the art controller. That means it's mounted on an arm.
What if it's just fucking one though? I'm gonna feel really guilty.
No, it's a sizable amount. The controller is mounted on an arm and it is operated by sipping, puffing, and it's got a lip position sensor. And just using the mouth. How many victory royales do you think this young man was able to achieve? Jugs chugged rather.
4?
600.
Final answers?
Yeah, I don't want to sound ableist, so I'm overguessing.
Yeah.
509.
Oh, I was so close. Fuck yeah.
Like, that's incredible.
You know how people are ableist or like they are discriminatory against people that are disabled?
Yeah.
I have both of my hands and the correct amount of fingers.
And I've only been able to do 508 victory royales.
No, I've only had like maybe like 5, and he has literally.
Is that in 24 hours?
Beaten me.
It doesn't have a time frame. I think it may just be an overall total. It's still just impressive. I was impressed at the technology and also the tenacity of this young man.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah. That's insane.
What's his name? Let's give him a shout out. What's his name?
Jeremy Goodsnipe.
Good job, Jeremy Goodsnipe.
I closed the tab like 2 hours ago. I've no idea. This is copy and pasted onto a Google Doc. I wasn't prepared to cite sources.
I haven't got all my notes.
I don't know. Fucking ask BuzzFeed.
Ash, I just googled. He's called Victory Chugjugman.
That's actually. Do you think the name chose him, or do you think he changed his name after winning so many Chug Jug competitions?
Probably the latter, I would imagine.
The wand chooses the wizard.
Should we go? Should we do a uwutafa? Uwutafa? Uwutafa?
Uwu the fuck? Yes, please.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your very favourite, your most favouriteest of segments between segments. Urban. What the frick? Shineri. The entry that I have today, and I've got no fucking clue how to pronounce this fucking word.
Give it your best.
Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro.
I have no idea.
It's spelt Bravo, Oscar, Lima, Sniper Rifle, Oscar, Nico, like from GTA, Alpha, Romeo, Oscar.
Alpha Romeo.
For a second there.
You had me.
In the first half.
Tom,
Yeah.
I forgot it already. You'd said the thing.
Bolsonaro.
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 Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro.
I'm going to write it down. Hang on.
Bolsonaro.
Bolsonaro.
This is just a word in a different language. You've opened up the wrong app. This is a Spanish to English dictionary.
.com, Tom, not .es or whatever it is.
Oh, fuck.
Bolsonaro. I mean, it sounds like a spell.
Okay.
It's a wizard. No, I don't think it's a wizard.
I don't know what to do with that information, but it sounds like a spell. If I was making a spell, that's the word I'd use for it. Bolsonaro.
Okay. So I sort of went down the bolognese route. Is it some kind... Because this has come from Urban Dictionary, is it some kind of yucky bolognese?
It's bolognese with the cum in it. It's carbonara.
I hate it, because there's no reason for it to be that, but it's likely that.
Ash would know.
So that's the sad thing. That's what really makes you lose hope with humanity in this.
Difficult one.
It's tough, because there's no... there's no sexy guesses from me.
I've got nothing to pull from. I mean, it's got a sound that is a bit like balls in it.
Bowl.
So there's that part of it.
Okay.
The Song of the Balls. Bolsonaro.
It's the gentle rhythmic slapping of balls.
Ball on
against.
ass.
Yes.
Or chin.
Yeah, that one.
We don't judge.
Or
I've just come up with a new way to think about this. Because we've got no context clues, let's break the word down into its syllables. We've got ball.
That's exactly what we've done,
ball,
Tom. Keep up.
Sun, arrow. So what if it's the balls of your son that have an aroma? So you've got a son who's got a
Stinky ball
balls.
sun. Stinky sun balls.
I think what we're not going to do is anything more with those words you just said, because they were all terrible and bad to listen to. I didn't like them.
There. Put those on the fridge so we can look at them.
I was just saying a bad aroma. I went nowhere else with it.
I mean, you went near the sun's balls, which I think is just it's too close to any part of that region of any sun. I don't think anybody should even know about that part of their sun.
I'm talking from the perspective of being a son, that I am someone's son, and at one point I probably had some stinky balls.
That your father noticed.
You might have the stinkiest balls.
Maybe he was aware of the stench coming from my testicles.
Tommy's balls smell today.
Hey, honey, have you spilt a jar of vinegar? Oh no, that's just the Bolson aroma.
That's just Thomas's horrible nuts.
It's Thomas's stinky nuts. Oh, what a stinky pair of nuts he got.
His honking junk.
Oh, Tommy, please reveal the secrets unto me.
Okay. Bolsonaro. Unusually large bowel movement, the result of holding it for at least 2 days. I'm going to be in here a while. I have to take a Bolsonaro.
What's the etymology of it?
It's a big shit.
What are your origins, Bolsonaro?
You'll have to give that one a Google because I did not write the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, there's a president. There's a President Bolsonaro who didn't go to COP26. He's a Brazilian politician.
Damn him. Maybe he's just a very big shit.
Oh, maybe that.
Bolsonaro poo. I figured it out. Jair Bolsonaro advises everybody should poop every other day to protect the environment. That was his environmental advice, is to do a shit every other day. That makes sense.
Well, let's just shit every other day and save the planet as a team.
Right. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. That could be our viral trend from last week. We can just
hold your shit in.
Advise people to, hold your shit in and tell us when you've done a Bolsonaro.
Excellent. What an excellent day. Thanks, Tommy.
You're welcome. That was Urban. What the Frictionary?
I love that for me.
Ash has got his own intro music this episode.
Yeah, I'm the host now, and I give to you a small game between friends. It'll bring tears to your eyes and moistness between your thighs. How old did that thing be? I have a list of things maybe older or younger than you think they are, and I'm going to find out who gets closer, and the winner will be called a name that I'm going to think of during this whole thing.
Okay, cool.
Tom, sorry, just before we jump in, Tom, can I borrow you in the... Actually, no, Ash, sorry, do you mind just waiting in the break room for us for a second? Can I just have Tom?
I actually need a piss, so I may genuinely dip away.
You nip off. I just need to have a quick word with... I need to have a quick
All right,
word
2
with
seconds.
Tom, so yeah.
Have a good piss, Ash. Have fun.
Off podcast, I'm being genuine. I'm going for a piss.
Oh.
Cool, okay. Enjoy your piss, mate.
We can have this actual conversation in private. How mean were we planning on being about how old Ashley is? Like a little bit or a lot of it?
This is the thing, because he's so fucking old, isn't he?
He's like the oldest thing.
Okay, I tell you what. So we'll take it in turns. When you do a mean thing, I will turn my nose up at the mean thing you've said. After you've said a mean thing, then it's my turn to say a mean thing, and you turn your nose up and be like,
we'll just take it in turns, fighting in Ashley's corner. But actually, it's a double prank, double heist.
Yeah.
I like that, Tom.
I think that works. What? Yeah. I think that's the fairest way to do it, because then we do get to zag and zig.
It's like we're helping each other, but we're also
get...
taking it in turns to help him.
Yeah, precisely.
So he's helping us help him help each other.
I've lost what you were saying.
I mean, I think the only thing we can conclude is we're a bloody good team. That's all.
And good meeting. Here comes
I
Ashley
can't believe
back.
that Ashley's such an excellent person. There's so many things about Ashley that are just tremendous. I love Ashley and all the great things he does.
I'm going to listen to this on re-release.
Whoa, hi,
I'm really upset. Hi.
Oh, Ash, you're back. Wow.
Good of you to be so complimentary. I need to shut my door. Hang on.
The three of us are so good at podcasting.
What podcasting we are at good.
Yes, such good podcast we do.
Yep.
I'm going to take back my timer and reset that, because, to be quite frank, I just lost out on a solid 3 minutes of content.
I mean...
You did.
Are you sure you know how to work the timer, Ash? Are you sure you know? Do you need do you need me to get your grandson over so we can explain it to you?
What happened to all the nice things you were saying when I was away? Come on now.
He's used it before, Alex. He knows how the timer works.
I've paused it, reset it.
I can see that.
Oh,
well
I'm fucking
done.
so clever.
See, I knew he'd be able to do it. Fuck off, Alex.
Hey, look, I made a mistake.
Alex,
made a mistake.
Right. I'm going to list some things. Twitter apology. I've got a list of things. How old do we think the first USB stick was? The first memory drive that had a USB input or output or plug.
As in just like an actual USB storage device, not the universal serial bus, as we know and love, just as a connector.
not the platform, but the memory stick.
You'd fucking know, wouldn't you, Ash?
Well, yeah, I would. I was alive, I assume.
Yeah, I would put money on you being alive.
Tom, of course he was alive. I mean, I personally, I think it's within the last probably 15 years. So yeah, I think we were all alive. I don't get why you're being so mean to Ash.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult for Ashley to transition from the use of floppy disks to USB drives.
Floppy disks were a valid means of data conveyance, I think. Ash, I'm going to say a USB memory stick is going to be circa 2006. I'm saying 15 years ago.
Tom?
1995.
Ooh.
So it's 2006 and 1995. It breaks
Yeah,
my
yeah.
heart. It was so the first USB stick was by an Israeli company called M Systems in 1999. It cost around $30 for 128 meg of memory. Compare that to now, where you can expect to spend about $10 or £7 or £9 or whatever the fuck it is, £12 or whatever the exchange rate fucking is for 8 gigs. This is from Wikipedia, so it's American
Wow,
because the source
that's very informative. Yeah, no, storage is
Yeah.
mad. Storage is
thank you,
crazy.
actually.
Well, I've got a 32 gig one sat in my computer right now that I got for free because I stole it from somewhere I used to work.
Well done. Congratulations.
The secret ingredient is crime. So,
We got any more?
first point to Tom there. So, what year do we think the first podcast was? Yeah, this is a toughie.
I mean, Ash, you'll remember sitting in the air raid shelters, obviously winding up radios to listen to the daily announcements as the bombings were happening during the Great War, as you would know it.
Thank you.
He's not that fucking old. Come
I'm
on.
fucking whiplash with who's defending me and who's being nice to me. This is crazy.
I've got you back. It's all right. Don't worry.
Being
I've got
fucked
you
with, I
back,
can
Ash.
feel it.
I've overstepped, obviously.
I'm here for you.
First podcast. I mean, the phrase RSS feed has been around for a while, and that's what.
So many
Wait,
years.
no, hang on. I came to a shocking side note, but not really. I came to a shocking realization the other day. Is the iPod called it because of the podcast, or was the podcast called it because of the iPod?
Oh.
What came first, the iPod or the podcast?
I think neither, actually, mate. I think
I
probably
think they both
neither.
just have the word pod in them, like peas and pods. I don't think they're related to podcasts or
I
apples.
think they so are.
It's all connected.
iPhone came out 2007? Question mark to be answered by Apple users 2007? Okay, fuck me then, I guess. I'm gonna say the first podcast was 2004.
Fuck! Tom, thoughts?
Oh golly.
I think 2000. Radio was a thing, and I would 2002.
Oh.
Oh. What happens if it's 2003? Then what?
So, Dead End Days, a serialised dark comedy about zombies, was released on the 31st of October 2003.
Oh golly! So it's closer to me because
Oh.
I don't know if you rewind the tape. I said January.
So it ran from 31st of October 2003 through to 2004 and is commonly
There we go.
believed to be the first video and audio podcast.
Wow.
Never Not Funny was a pioneer in providing video content in the form of podcasts. So I think point we're going to go. It is closer to 2004 than it is 2002. So I am going to give Alex the point.
Thank you.
All right, fair play. Just a quick addition. The creator of the name of the legendary and revolutionary device was the former Apple copywriter Winnie Shizio. His task was to come up with a short and catchy name for a new music device. When he first saw the initial samples of the future iPod, he immediately remembered one of the modules of the spacecraft called the E-Pod from 2001, A Space Odyssey. The phrase associated with the device was "open the pod bay door, Hal," and was pronounced by the main character of the movie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They stole E-Pod and put the I from the iMac in front of it.
Well,
So
Thank you for that.
neither
That's where it came
of
from.
the things I thought
Welcome.
it might have been. Cool philosophy, everybody.
love to check that shit.
Cool factness. Yeah.
So, another one for you sweet boys. The score is 1-1. What do we think the first video porn? When do we think the first video
God.
pornography?
Oh,
Not only, Ashley, do you know everything about fucking sex, but I bet you were there when
I was in
porn
it.
was fucking invented. Back in the 60s,
I
maybe?
starred, mate. I was
Tom,
I was the
Tom,
the
I
cum
need you
rag.
to settle down and leave my friend Ashley alone, implying that he was a porn man in the 60s, all right? Ashley's not a day under 40, all right?
okay.
So you settle down, buddy. That's my
People are
friend
cunts.
you're talking about.
Okay, so sorry. I'm sorry for that.
I forgive you,
I'm
Tom.
being fucked with. I can't wait to listen and find out what the two of you fucking conferred about.
Why
would
are
you
you
even
getting
think
fucked
that?
Because I
with?
know
You
my
old
friends,
shit.
and I know that when
You
given the
stupid
opportunity,
old man, you wouldn't even know
No,
how to rewind
Alex.
a podcast.
you're playing good cop, bad cop
Give
with my
up.
heart right now.
Give up, Alex. This is his segment. He should just be able to get through
Listen,
it without
how old's
being,
fucking
like,
porn, you
insulted.
horrible cunts?
You're right, Tom. I'm
Video
I'm
pornography.
being horrible for no reason whatsoever. No good reason. Ashley's a good man.
I mean, so how old is porn?
I think it was a VHS in the 70s. VHS in the 70s, I think.
Not as old as Ashley, so it's got to be after the day he was born.
Which, as we all know, was the 1st of September, 1864.
Ashley, you need to back off and leave my fucking friend Ashley alone. He's not that old, all right? He's a young man. He's in the prime of his life, Ashley. You leave Ashley alone, you horrible little boy.
I will, Ashley.
My guess is ancient Greece.
A video. A
Video
slideshow.
pornography, Tom.
Oh,
I
right,
don't
okay.
think it's Hercules now showing on IMAX.
See, I thought, those spinning, so you can get a light and then you have something that spins and it makes like a moving image. I was thinking, would it be just like a man pumping away or something
live,
like that?
real human being pornography, not animated.
thinking like
we don't
a-
count hentai here, Tom. We're not fucking depraved.
Tom, I don't think the first pornography was a Happy Meal toy, no.
1953.
Okay, I'm sad because Tom, you said 1953. Alex, you said the 60s, right?
No, 1970s.
Okay, you're both shit because it's widely considered to be the first pornographic motion picture à la Queue d'Or, or à la Bonne Auberge, was released in France in 1908. La Bonne Auberge
The Bonne what?
apparently translates to the good inn.
Being in this is so good. This is a good in that I've done to a
1908.
woman.
So Ash, you might have been able to catch that in the theatres when you rode on the Titanic.
Yeah, I was just old enough to go and see it. Yeah, 12 years old. So.
When the Titanic sunk and you were on it.
Yeah, I escaped though with the heart of the ocean, and that's what's paid for my illustrious and beautiful life that I have.
Exactly, Alex. So why don't you stop being so fucking horrible?
Yeah. Tom,
Bitch.
you fucking cunt.
No, I didn't say a nasty thing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm choosing to start on you now in advance of when you start going at me in a minute.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
You better fucking not.
How old do we think Matthew McConaughey is?
49.
Not as old as you.
Not as old as me, you prick. So, Alex, 49. By the way, Tom, you got the point there, which I'm pretty gutted about, but I will put it down. So, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, 49. 49-year-old man.
Tom?
52.
Fuck, Tom, point. 52
Thank
years
you.
old.
Golly.
I don't know why he's on my list of other things, but you know. So, when do we think lighters were invented? Cigarette lighters.
Before the match.
Yes, I know that fact. Yeah,
Before the match, absolutely.
that's a fact that people know about.
That's things.
When was the First World War?
Ash? You called it the Great War back then,
Well,
didn't you?
I actually used to just call it Dad's War.
Because I think around about then, surely the Zippo was introduced, so maybe somewhere around there, whenever that was.
So World War One, 28th of July 1914 until the 11th of November 1918.
Did you just check your encyclopedia for that, or did you get a nephew to Google it?
No, I just went through my personal diary, which I recently put on. Just scrolled back to that date, and it was like, oh, Dad left for the war today.
Tom, it's not.
I've digitised my
Tom,
diary.
it's not as fun when he's joining in himself. It's not fun when it's not bullying.
I know.
It's pretty
Stop.
upsetting for you cunts, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. You've really taken the wind out of my sails here, Ash.
My son told me how to deal with you trolls, so I'll be blocking you.
Ash, I don't know why you're being so mean to me and Tom by not letting us bully you.
Yeah,
Well, just be better bullies, and maybe I'll let you.
potentially a good point. 1908.
1908, Alex.
1909.
Yeah, I'm really upset that Alex did that because Tom point, but it was actually 1823.
Oh, wow.
Joking.
Fucking crazy, isn't it? Pretty fucking crazy.
Just a big
A
lighter.
bonus point awarded. It's huge. Fills up a room. It's a whole room to produce a small flame.
Bic.
We
B-I-C.
can have fire at this universe.
It's an oven.
Yeah, literally. That was quite good, actually, Tom. I'm really annoyed I didn't laugh at that a bit more. When
You're
were
welcome.
matches invented? Bonus point awarded for.
1908.
1925.
1823. Alex point. So, no, 1826, sorry, 3 years after the lighter. It's pretty cool, if you ask me.
Why are they so close to each other?
Well, because somebody was like, portable fire, this is great. And then someone else was like, I don't want to have a keychain for it.
Really? Okay. I'd rather have a box of it that if it gets wet, it's ruined.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, give me that, please. Well, they're cheaper, and, you can afford to fucking...
Give Ash, what I want is something non-reusable and non-waterproof. Can you do it for me? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'll give you some matches.
What? That is dumb. Why did you allow that to happen back then? Why did you allow it to happen?
I wasn't there, because it was in Germany.
Well.
Oh, yeah, so credit for the lighter, by the way. Johann Wolfgang Dobereiner invented the lighter in 1823, and the matches were by a pharmacist named John Walker. By accident, according to Today in Science History, he was working on an experimental paste that might be used in guns, found that it stuck well to things and still burnt. So that's where matches come from.
Dankeschön.
And then I've one more for you sweet, tasty boys.
Thank you.
How many years ago do you think the first locks with keys were around?
You'd fucking know.
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
Ash, you'd fucking know,
old
you
bastard.
old shit.
Yeah, I got my great knowledge of locks
So
and
when,
things.
sorry, Ash.
Ah.
When was it?
No, I'd like a guess, please, boys.
No, Ash. Hey, Ash. No, wait. Sorry. When was it?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. I want you to guess.
Oh, okay. 1430.
So you think it was like 600 years ago?
Yeah.
0
definitely.
years. The baby Jesus in his first year of life done it. Jesus did it. Jesus
You're
did
both
locks.
more than 2,000 years away, but it was 4,000 years ago. So for some locks with brush keys, so it'd be essentially like a rod with spines on it would be pushed in, and you'd turn it so that the tumblers were pushed up, so they're gravity-assisted tumblers, like little pins.
I
that
went
drop down.
all the way back as like a goof, but I didn't go far enough. Shit.
You did do that. And we've got, I've still got a minute. Fuck you. When was the first adjustable spanner? When do we think? Feisty one, you are. I don't know why I made that reference. I want to die.
No, the 1961s.
Tom?
1908.
18th century. So Tom gets the point.
Nice.
Scores on the
Yeah.
board at the end. Tom 5, Alex 3. Tom, here's the insult I've been cooking up this entire time. You fucking history nerd.
Yeah. You knower of things of old, you.
Look at you, fucking paying attention. You've been reading my diary, boy.
Yes, after you accidentally uploaded it to fucking WordPress, you old
It's on.
prick.
Yeah. Well, that's where I put all my fan fiction, where I write about you being hit by a truck.
Shortly after a Facebook post that says how to access WordPress.
Yes.
A Facebook post that says, hello, Google, WordPress, please.
A Facebook post that says, "Hello, Maureen. I have Facebook now. Hope you and the grandchildren are doing well. Isn't Janet a bitch?
God bless.
God bless.
God bless."
Liked by Janet, no one else.
Yes, precisely.
I'm sorry we were so mean to you during your segment, Ash. It was a ploy. You'll enjoy listening back to it, I'm sure. It was a horrible, treacherous prank we
fucking
did.
knew it.
But it was a fun sego. It was a fun segment.
Thank you. I'm glad it was a
We
good
were-
segment. But I
we were
in
I can
cahoots.
smell when you boys are being mischievous.
No, we're ever so chievous. Thank you very much.
Are we for to have another urban, the frictionary?
Ooh, woo, the fuck? Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to urban. What the frick? Dictionary.
Did your mic peak there?
I could
Yeah,
hear
That
that.
sounded great.
Yeah, I
can
felt
hear that
some
blowing out
crackles
the
on
mic.
the.
Wow.
Headphone
Yeah,
users are bad.
I have my monitor in, and that really didn't sound good in my own ear. The second urban what the friction dictionary entry for the day is baddie, BADEE, baddie.
I think maybe it's...
Baddie.
Isn't a
Baby.
A baddie, just one of those ladies that do eyeliner.
Like a bad
and
bitch.
Eyeliner and big bottoms. Isn't that a baddie?
Emotionally, aren't we all baddies?
I don't think it's spelt the same though. Is it a variation? Is my thought.
Maybe. I was wondering whether it is how a child who hasn't learnt his spelling, his or her, or their spelling just about yet, and they have to write a like a little paragraph about what they did over the weekend, and they talk about that movie that they saw called Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen, when the baddie did some nasty things to my good mate Optimus Prime.
Or is it when a dentist is chastising you for not brushing your teeth right, and he said, no, when you do it, you do bad e's, because that's how I was taught to brush my teeth, is I had to make an e noise for a long period of time to expose all my little teggies.
Both of those are so oddly specific that I'm lost. I don't even know where to go with it. I can't pick the ball up because I can't find it. I'm lost in the sauce, baby.
Yeah.
I'm drowning out here,
Lost
baddie.
in the
Is
cum.
a baddie a bidet installed by a dyslexic person?
Just upside down. No, that's dyspraxic. Sorry. Sorry, I've got dyslexia.
Yeah, it's just a sink.
It's a hostile sink.
It's a shower.
It attack.
Tom, what is it? Tell
It
us
makes
the
you-
secrets, you fuck.
Okay. Baddie. A baddie pronounced buddy, and then it just says baddie but with a Y instead, like daddy but with a B.
Mm-hmm.
Can refer to a penis, person, object, or style that is being employed at the current moment in time. The word can be traced throughout history to ancient Sumeria, chronologically starting with We Dad Eustace, We Daddio Winnebago, Badio Pits, Badad Beans, Bokio Badil.
Tom, so far I've not been able to pass any of that information.
Okay, so the second paragraph that I started saying is gibberish and nonsense. So, a baddie can refer to a penis, person, or object, or style that's being employed at the current moment in time. So really, it's just doing something.
Okay.
So it's nothing,
I can't apply it to
but
it.
the description had penis in it.
So there's no... Can we have
I'm
an
going
example
to
of a sentence?
I'm going to baddie a podcast now. Is that right?
I'm a baddie. I know that much. I'm touching my baddie. I hope she touches my baddie.
I prefer the thing I said about dentists.
I hope we can all
going to
share a
change it.
baddie later. Yeah, can you please?
Yeah, Alex, do an alternative entry.
gonna-
I like
yeah,
both of
for
yours
us. I'll
more
edit
than
that.
I like any of the other
The nonsense that it actually was.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
bullshit, and we can
so-
fix that. So
Although your
Yeah.
ootf was nonsense and rubbish, Tom, thank you for it.
thank you for it.
Thank you for it.
You're welcome. I'll do host now. Thank you.
It's all you, baby boy. We believe in you.
Could somebody start the timer, please?
Oh, look at that. Who the fuck was
somebody
that? You're
did.
so it's got to be
Wow.
Alex.
They
You are on it
call
there, my
me-
sweet prince.
They call me Alex Fast Draw Timer Podcastman.
So, I wanted to discuss life hacks today.
Okay.
Okay.
So, sort of some interesting ways to get around life. And one of the
Okay,
examples that I've got is, have you boys ever wanted to buy a 3D printer?
Yes, for certain. Yes, I would.
I've wanted one for many amounts of time. But I realised the other day that I could spend so much money, so many pounds on buying myself my own little 3D printer that I can have on my desk and I can make things.
You could just 3D print objects. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking I can't justify, paying that much money for a thing I really have no need for. I just want it.
Mm.
But then I realised I could just 3D print the parts for a 3D printer and then return my original 3D printer, and I now have a free 3D printer. It's a life hack for you.
I
That's
don't think
excellent.
you can 3D print servos though, and motors and shit.
Of course you can. With a can-do attitude, of course you could.
They'd be massive though if you're 3D printing them, surely. Don't get me wrong.
so
if you want to
you
have a
just
fucking huge 3D printer, that's sexy. I'm here for it.
You just got to do it in sections.
So let's say a 3D printer costs £10,000, but buying the boards required to operate a 3D printer cost 3. Well, I can buy the expensive one, 3D print my 3D printer, spend an extra couple of pounds on some servos and some chips and for bits.
So
and
I could
pieces
help
and
you with
all
that. I
jazz.
do that
Yeah.
professionally, in fact. I get boards
There
and
you
I
go.
create them into existence, Thomas. This is a budding partnership in its infancy.
Alex
That's
is the
great
god
to
of the
hear.
Matrix.
He's the one. Alex is the one. So yeah, that's one life hack that I came up with, and another one just like off the top of my head would be, you know, when like you cut in bread and
Yeah.
you've cut it with the bread knife, you don't want to cause extra washing up for yourself, so you just like brush it on your leg, put it back away. Like that's a good life hack, isn't it?
That is quite a good life hack. It's got
You like to
flaws,
brush the-
but it's okay.
So do you guys have any life hacks that we could talk about and discuss?
Not really, no.
Cool. Okay.
I don't know if I ever did the bus bit on this podcast. Do you remember the bus bit where I went through a phase of telling people, or talking with my friends and just being like, a minor inconvenience has happened, and be like, well, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
Yes, you did tell us
a life
about
hack
that
for
one.
getting free bus journeys is to tell your bus driver, I'm going to kill myself, as a joke.
Because it's just part of your dialect.
Yeah, well, it was. I was using it as a joke all the time. Wow, it's not funny, obviously, but it was funny for me, so deal with it. Fucking accept it. It was funny. I was making some cracking jokes and saying, I'm going to kill myself every time a minor inconvenience happened. I forgot that he wasn't a long-time friend and just went, I'm going to kill myself after my card got declined. And he just went, you can get on the bus. Life hack, free bus journey.
There you go.
Very well
I actually have a
done.
very similar one. I have a very similar life hack. So, let's say you're at school and you have to get a bus to and from school every day. Now, depending on the distance that you are away from the school, the council will give you a free bus pass, or if you're outside of a certain radius, you will have to pay for it yourself, or your family will. Now, when somebody loses a bus pass, they will be given another one to replace it, so that they can still get on the bus and go to and from school. Make friends with somebody who's got a bus pass and get them to give you their bus pass, and then you now get free bus trips too.
Or you just set up like a PO box within the catchment area. Or a limited liability company.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Tommy's Bus Trips Limited gets bus pass because he registered just near the thing he needs to go to.
My favourite thing about that is how, like, it scales. You can have that. It's not that bad. And then you can also just go straight up onto, like, big fraud using that same...
Well, that's a whole thing.
Just-
In America, different states have their own tax laws when it comes to buying a new car. Some have to apply sales tax, others don't. So you often see in the States, apparently, I don't go there, exotic cars registered to Montana, because all of the number plates have got where the car is from on it, and they'll all have Montana tags because there's no sales tax on vehicles in Montana. That's a life hack. You just set up a limited company in Montana and buy it through that.
Oh, okay.
On a larger scale, if you're a politician, you can just keep your money elsewhere as well.
It's a good life hack for anybody, really. It's just a little bit of laundering.
Would you like
You
to
can do it. Anybody can.
Would you like to hear something horrifying that relates to that? So I went out for a cheeky few brewskis last night with a good friend of mine who has completed a degree in law and is currently doing his master's
Good
in
gracious.
law. So he's going to be a big lawyer man one day.
Right, Ash, don't do any fucking crimes. We've got a narc on the cast.
Yeah, don't.
Fucking narcs.
Yeah. I'm not the narc. My friend.
You're friends with lawyers. That's narc behaviour.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
He explained to me last night that one of the modules that he was taught as part of his master's degree was tax avoidance. Not actual
Not
crime,
evasion,
but how
avoidance.
to avoid
One's a crime,
Yeah.
one's a grey area.
Yes, precisely.
Morality tastes good.
I just think that's clever. I think it's just clever business, but you'll find.
Why
new
does the structure exist that way in the first place, that you have to have loopholes for this kind of bullshit?
Agreed. Yeah, no, fully agree.
Surely that just means the system's broken. If they're teaching
Ash,
it,
you
if it's
cut-
a standard to break the law...
Oh, golly. Ash, you cut me off, and the sentence I was about to say was, but we'll leave that there, because otherwise we'll just get very heated.
I get very
Political
cross
again.
about that. The next words we're going to be,
But it's
hey,
all
Ash,
right,
don't
Ash. You
fucking pick it up.
interrupted me to be really heated and political.
Hey, guys, I got some opinions on this. Let's... So, other life hacks, moving away from the broken and corrupt system we live in.
Instead of paying for your own electricity,
Ash,
just run some
I've
extension
got to
leads from
interrupt
next
you.
door.
I've got to interrupt.
That's fine, Tom. Mine wasn't really much.
Guys, I've got to interrupt both of you. I just received a message request on Facebook from Nielsen Laville.
Oh?
Nielsen Laville doesn't have a profile picture. It's just the grey outline with a little like
All
Eggman.
above
A
board
mystery
then.
man. Neil Mysteryman.
And Nielsen Laville,
Mm.
Neil Laville apparently is very, very thankful for me watching their pussy video.
Mm.
Kiss emoji, kiss emoji, kiss emoji, arrow, 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 camera, camera emoji.
Is there a link you could click, Tom?
There's a link, but then there's a second message.
Oh.
I will give you one guess to guess what this second message says.
Sorry, ignore the last message. I sent it to the wrong person. Disregard last.
Nielsen Laville.
Hey, can you send me that link so I can check it for you?
Yeah, sure. But it was really weird because I don't think that Nielsen thought that her first message was clear enough about thanking me for watching her pussy video. So her second message...
She elaborated on what she meant by thank you for watching my pussy video.
She clarified
Oh, good.
the first message by, in the second message, saying, thank you for watching my pussy video, kiss emoji, kiss emoji, kiss emoji, arrow, 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 camera emoji, camera emoji. So I thought it was quite kind of her to
Yeah,
let
thanks
me
for
know.
watching my pussy video. I really appreciate it. I know you're busy.
Hey Tom, I put a lot of effort into that pussy video. Thank you for watching it. Hope you enjoyed it.
Listen, if I make a pussy
My
video and
ti-
you don't watch it, it's just selfish, isn't it?
I'd be bloody upset.
My time is quite valuable, and so really, if I've set time aside to watch your pussy video, you should be grateful.
Yeah, and
I'm glad that Nielsen
I would
is.
say thank you for watching my pussy video as well, Tom. So I'm
when,
glad.
when you drop it, I will.
That's
when you drop it, I will.
excellent customer service, that is.
Agreed, right?
Yeah, Tom, feed me that link. Let me find out about this pussy.
No,
video. Come
Ash,
on.
sorry. No, Neil's trying to do a life hack to you and steal your identity. Hack your mainframe and become
Yeah, well,
you.
I'll check it. Don't worry about it. I'm using a checker. Like, I'm not actually typing it in. I'm not going to put it in my
I've got
browser.
No, it's all right. I've got a VPN. A very private network.
Do you actually want the link?
Yeah, 100% I want the link. What do you mean?
Okay, let me
A
copy it.
VPN, a vagina pussy Neil.
Vagina Pussy Neil, thank you for watching.
Oh, he has.
There's
really
the
is
message.
sent.
You guys can see her thanking me for thanking me.
Tom, I think your account's been hacked. Hey.
No, I'm just really thankful for you guys watching
I
my pussy
clicked it.
video. No.
No, not on your
I did
phone,
actually.
you fucking idiot.
I did actually click it, and it's Mark has sent me a message saying you are leaving Facebook now. Hey Alex, are you fucking sure? Kind regards, Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark says you won't be getting Meta, Alex. You're not having access.
No meta for you. We've seen your pussy pic vids.
We won't give you Meta.
What the fuck do you mean?
I don't know, Ash. What are you looking at? What's
It's
going
not
on?
Great, whatever it is.
Is it a pussy
My
video?
computer doesn't seem. Well, no, it's. I've got a virus now. I've got
Is
fucking.
it a good one that
I'd be thankful for it. Yeah, I'm
you'd
not
be
a prick.
like a grateful young man for the pussy video though?
Yeah,
wouldn't
well,
you?
I'm not going to be like, oh no, thank you. Like, nice job filming that pussy video, but I'm not going to watch it. I know you put all the effort in the camera.
Don't look a
and
gift
shit,
pussy
but
in the mouth.
No, Alex, it's not a GIF. It's a video. That's a little media pun there for you.
Just a little one for you.
This is a tiny one for you there, buddy.
I just while we've got the audience just at peak engagement as we do right now, just to
Yeah.
settle the ongoing debate, it is GIF, not GIF, right?
Yeah, it's GIF. We're not.
It's
just
it's
a
GIF,
house full
yeah.
of fucking
Because it's
idiots.
graphics interchange format. which is a fur sound.
Graphics interchange. Yeah.
It's just a fur.
Gif.
Graphics interchange. Graphics. Yeah. No, anyway. Tom, are we still supposed to be thinking about life hacks, or have you just kind of given up on your segment because it was a little bit tricky?
FPV. Right, link checked, boys. Let me tell you, it's...
Never mind, Tom. We'll come back to that in a second. Ash has got to tell us about a pussy video. BRB.
Phishing and fraudulent. We found this link to be malicious.
Well, hey.
I'm shocked.
I wonder whether
This is too much.
I'm disappointed.
I wonder whether my good friend Nielsen got hacked herself. Like, maybe Nielsen wanted to thank me for checking out her pussy video, but the link she hadn't meant to send. It doesn't seem like a Nielsen thing to do.
Maybe.
Classic
Hey,
Nielsen.
maybe she doesn't know, and we should let her know. Tom, do you think you'd be able to
Nielsen,
reply to this message?
Yeah, Nielsen. You're welcome for my viewership.
It needs to be Tom. It needs to be so formal. This is a business interaction.
Of
Dear sir or madam.
To whom it may concern.
Dear Nielsen.
To whom it may concern, absolutely.
You are most welcome for my viewership of your high quality pussy video.
Yep.
I'm ever so grateful to have seen the full vagina, as some people when filming only get the bottom bit.
Bottom.
And I like the meat.
I like to see the meat of it.
And Nielsen, I like to see the meat.
and Nielsen. I like to see the meat. I like to see the meat and potatoes.
Yep. Very generous.
For your information,
Yes.
although the pussy video was greatly appreciated,
And scrummy. Put scrummy in there, Tom.
was greatly appreciated and scrummy,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
it would seem as though you have also attached a fraudulent link.
And then put a picture of Link from Ocarina of Time, but it's not actually him. It's a fraudulent Link. It's me dressed as Link.
Okay, with like a black ski mask on. I would love more pussy video from non-crime URL.
Yes.
Best wishes.
P.S. I do a podcast.
P.S. I do a podcast. Oh my god.
P.S. Again.
Postscript. Very important.
I do a podcast called The 33% Majority.
And now, Tom, as your final thing, you just need to put a sad emoji just at the end of that. Just a sad one.
Give it some atmosphere.
You know, not the one that's crying, but just the one that looks a bit glum.
Wait, sad at the 33% majority, or sad at the crimes?
Well, no, at
The
the end
whole-
of it, just finish the message
Yeah,
off with
I mean-
just a sad face.
Okay.
Give it the
All
right
of
vibe.
it's pretty upsetting, isn't it, really?
It's pretty
So-
sad, yeah.
Okay.
I'm crying.
But, no, not crying. Just glum.
Best wishes and nice coochie.
P.S. Nice coochie is how I sign off all my love letters.
Ka-chow.
Oh, that's important.
Ka-chow. Nice ka-chow tea.
That's nothing.
Ka-chow. Tom Hutchinson. And then I'll throw in a sad face there just to be
Yeah,
certain.
let her know what the mood is.
Yeah.
Set the tone.
What an excellent way to finish off a podcast.
We've done it. We've podcasted.
This has been a podcast, and
It
I
has been.
have been your host, now unfortunately convicted mass murderer, Alex Springthorpe.
I've also been your host, unsuccessful Alex Wrangler, Ashley Hall.
And I've been your host, thick pussy video lover, Tom Hutchinson.
See you all next week.
Bye.
Bye. So, hey guys, did you know that the most tricks performed by a pig in 1 minute is 13?
Sick.
Bye!